Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Umashankar. In this session, we are going to discuss about different operations in FTP adapter and their limitations. As you know, by using FTP adapter, we can perform the different operations, right? You can read a file, write the file, list file, move a file, delete a file and download a file. Okay. So the first one is the read a file. By using this read file operation, we can read the file from the sFTP location. All right. So in case of the file size is more than 15 MB, you cannot use the read file operator. Okay, because we have a 50 MB limit, right? If the file size is 50 MB less than 50 MB, you can use the file. You can use the read file operator. But whereas in case of your file size is more than 50 MB, you can use the download file operation. Okay, let's go through the one example so that you can easily understand. Okay, so let me connect to the sFTP location. So I just dropped the data file in the sFTP location which is having more than 50 MB. Okay, so if you open these properties, it is having 177 MB. All right, so we can create an integration and we can use the read operation. Let's see what is going to happen. Okay, if you see the file format, this is the file format. Okay, which is having more than 50 MB. Right, so let me connect to the OIC integration. Let me create a integration. Create. Okay, so in this example, I am going to take the schedule orchestration batch 02 FTP read operation. Okay, so let me create it. So let me make the horizontal. Okay, so let me configure the FTP adapter. So I hope you know the process how to create a FTP connection. Okay, so let me select the FTP connection. Okay, so let me what we are going to do, we can read a file. Okay, click on next. So here you can use the read file operation. All right, so let me select this read file. Okay, here you can give your input file directory from where you are reading the file. Okay, let me log into the sFTP server. Let me get your location. Okay, okay, and also let me give the file name, exact file name, the file name which we are going to read from the sFTP location. Okay, okay, click on next. Okay, so let me select your sample CSV file. Okay, this is the file which we are going to read. Okay, so I have a sample file with the 5 records. So I will load this file here. Okay, so let me go to the next. Choose the file from your desktop. Okay, okay, here the sample file. Okay, for sample file I took only five records. Okay, so you can give some source file name like record. You can give the R and the record set R set. Okay, so you can take all are optional and make one field as a mandatory. Okay, okay, click on next. Okay, click on done. Okay, so mapping is not required because we are not using from the variables. We already declare the locations in the while creating the FTP connection. Right here I mentioned all the directories and file name, so you no need to do any mapping. Okay, so let me finish it. Let me save this integration. Okay, close. Okay, so let me check the file permissions. Here already we have provided 777 permission. Okay, so I may click on once again. We need to enable the tracking fields. Tracking. Okay, let me enable the tracking field here. Save. Okay, save now. Close. Okay, so let me activate this integration. Activate. Just refresh the integration. Okay, let's run the integration. Submit now. If you refresh it, process is running. See, it's got error out. If you see this error, can you see this, right? So file size exceed maximum threshold of 50 MB. That means, okay, we cannot read the file using file read operator in case of the file size is more than 50 MB. Right? In the scenario, we are going to use the download operation. Alright, so instead of using the read file operation, we can go for the download operation. So now I'm going to clone the integration. Click on clone. Okay, give version 1. Clone. Okay, let me make the changes. Click on it option. Okay, either you can make the changes on the existing FTP connection, or you can delete and add a new one. Okay, so what I can do, remove this, click on next. Okay, instead of read file operation, we have to select the download file. Okay, so your input directory, all right, you can go to the WinSAP, get your input directory. Okay, this is my input directory. Okay, and your file name, right? So we are going to read the CSV file. You can give the same name. So this basically download directory is the it's a OIC directory. Okay, we can give the temp directory. Okay, actually this download directory give you where it will be actually downloaded. Right, so it's a OIC virtual directory. Okay, click on next. Okay, click on done. Okay, update. So if you make changes on the existing FTP connection, automatically this mapper will be removed from here. Again, I'm going to add a mapper here. Okay. So we are not doing any mapping here because we already provided all the file location, file name, everything in the FTP connection. Okay. You can just add the mapper connection. Okay. You don't need to do any mapping here. Just you can validate and close. Okay. So reset this, save and close. Okay. Let me activate this integration. Include the payload, click on activate. Okay, click on refresh. Let me run this integration. Submit now. Okay, submit now. Let me see. Now it's succeeded. Click on here. Okay. See, here you can see this download file from FTP server in binary format, completed successfully, file name. Okay. You can see the details here. Okay. This is the file format which you can see. Let me copy paste. I just pasted here. Okay. So download FTP will returns response as a file reference, but not the file data. Okay. So you can see the your file name and file size. Okay. This is the way how we are going to use the download operation from FTP adapter to read the file in case of the file size is more than 50 MB. In the next integration, we will learn what is the stage operator and how we are going to read this file by using the stage activity. Okay. Let's go through the summary of this session. So we have discussed about read file operation and download file operation from the FTP adapter. By using the read file operation, we can read a file from the sFTP location. This operation reads a single file. So if you have not selected any schema, a file size up to 1 GB is supported. So if you have selected the same schema, a file size up to 50 MB is supported. That means you can read a file up to 50 MB by using read file operation. So by in case of your file size more than 50 MB, you can go for the download operation. Okay. So download file operation enables a files loading up to 1 GB in integration cloud local file system. Okay.